From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here in KC as their beloved Chiefs took the field, and they are set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And we are underway from Kansas City. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage. But it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force. And they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. Now Edwards-Helaire, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. He'll drop this down to Williams.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
42's the mark, 42. 42's a 43. Showing up, showing up. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on third down. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Mahomes now on first down. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll run. Here's Burton, the fullback. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mike Burton taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. Mahomes will throw for it. It's caught. And it's 8-0. Opening drive touchdown, and 2-point conversion.
Amazing nowadays for the kickers. I've actually talked with a few of them. They're more concerned about the point after touchdown than actually missing regular field goals. So maybe the coach is taking some pressure off here and just going for 2 and saying, I'm saving you for the big stuff later.
He's hanging out by the net. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Eight nothing our score with 2 minutes left in the 2nd quarter. We remind you in just a couple of minutes we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. And they work this well upfield across the 45. First down, Prescott. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Quick throw, and it's caught by Gallup. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now, despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. So the penalty declined, and they will keep the yardage on the completion.
And you could almost see him compartmentalize there throughout the route. Fought hard at the line of scrimmage. A lot of hand checking throughout the route. Great job staying focused on the football and pulling it in through the contact.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And this is a rocket pulled in by Cooper. Complete. Touchdown! Dak Prescott hooking up with Amari Cooper. And the Cowboys are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now Mike McCarthy going to decide to go for 2 here. Oh, look at this. They're not even going to get the 2-point play off. Maybe too much indecision. It's going to cost him 5 yards. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. It's complete. Fighting through. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. So 8-8 our score now as he'll send this one away. From the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 20.
Run that bullshit.
Texas in the house at the number 10 spot. TNS Cougars. Alabama once again. Chelsea tied. Alabama at prime at 800. Of course, Alabama once again.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. All even through one half of football as we get back underway in quarter number 3. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And that'll set them back 5. Now Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
All national championships are not created the same. And when we have center in the top 8.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Well, Jarius Sneed up to make the play defensively. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run a little bit.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott, 31 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try.
So, I guarantee you nobody saw Cincinnati.
That's caught, and he'll get into the end zone. That gives his guys an 8-point lead. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And Hill will opt for the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And again this time to the tailback. And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard throw.
Heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8, so logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
They might have won it all. These kids played a lot of games.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
A lot of their legs Vikings. Of course, the AUG boys. Man, that's a tough squad. I look forward to seeing.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Completes it to Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Champions still can't take that away from my these boys.
And they'll have to try and push the pile. And he will have a Chiefs first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches. They run again with the fullback Burton. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. 6 yards left on 2nd down. Another carry for Burton. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Well played. I've never saw Southeast Dallas reeling in for plays and trying to defend plays as much as I saw them against referees. So all jokes aside, salute to the referees, to you. It gives a lot of people all day, sir.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game.
Shout out to my boys over there in Michigan doing it big. My boy Myron. Hey, listen, man. Just this close away.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
And with the scoreboard against him here in the fourth quarter, this was definitely fourth down territory. Really nice job there finding a way to get open. And a really nice throw. That sets him up with first and goal.
SRT Giants, North Carolina Giants, SRT boys. Now, of course, now defending national champs, back-to-back winners.
They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. 61 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. That's what they wanted out of that first down play. Run it down there. Now they're knocking on the door.
The only thing that would have been better was getting it in, and now they can do whatever they want because they've got confidence on their side. Line up quickly and go, or savor it a little bit, but I run right back at them.
Now, in their defense, the 2 games afterwards, they were lights out. They were a different Chargers team. So I think that first game was just acclamation.
They'll try and run it in with Burton. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go.
Got to give them all a shot. All the credit in the world. Coming in at the number 4 spot out of Florida.
The late touchdown was only half the battle. Now they need the 2-point conversion to tie the ball game. They're going to try and run for it. And he will get in. The 2-point conversion is good. And we may be on our way to overtime.
You talk about Landis. He landed where he wanted to land, bro. He stayed on flight. He scored how he wanted to score, 4 touchdowns. Not in the lines, just team.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These 2 teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25.
Another one that's just finding what it is to play on the national level. Came up short as they were trying to get to the national championship semifinals. And the Hurricanes, man.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have a little bit of time here to get in the field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that.
Disaster for the Hurricanes. DA went big. They're the number 1 team in the country out of Texas. And that wraps it up for 12, my brother. So I'll let you jump right in, man. You take 13 and 11.
I'll do 13, you do 14, then we roll into 11U.
Prescott.
I'm with it.
Able to find Gallup. And he'll be brought down after a gain of about 9. And compounding things, it's now third down as well.
Texas Bills out of the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Number 8, the Motor City Jaguars with their mission with their dynamic quarterback, CJ. Watched a team that I feel like came in and earned some respect for themselves against some of the big boys and the big guns.
Here's Prescott. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Got a lot of different offensive weapons. Everything is built around Kane Archer, you know, but a lot of times
Anger is on the punt, and he gets this one away. Now Hill to return it. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros.
And it was determined by penetration yards. So we got to take our hats off. You got to respect the body.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Strong 14U team all year, and of course the UYFL national champs. Shout out to the Lakewood Spartans.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he's got room. And he is in.
Dumbass punt block shit, nigga.
Stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.
Top 10 national
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing.
Facility, no one thinks.
Orlando Jaguars out of Florida. Number 8, 11U in the country. St. Louis Bad Boys out of Missouri. The number 7, 11U in the country. AYF National Champion runner-up, Arizona Suns. Number 6, 11U in the country.
From Kansas City.
Let's hit the post-game tailgates and grab some of that barbecue.
The number 5, 11U team in the country, the Louisiana Grizzlies. The number 4, 11U team in the country, Pat Prime Wolves simple, guys. We've got 2 teams left for number 1 and number 2 in the country. Both teams are national champions. One team has a unblemished record from 1 season on. But in their national championship, they only played 1 nationally ranked team. Another team won their national championship playing 3 nationally ranked teams and came out of a bracket filled with over 8 nationally ranked teams. At the same time, too, you've got to respect the road and the path that RDU chose to go for their 4th national championship. Which way did we swing with the voting? Talked to a lot of different people. Many was torn. Number 2, OG Ducks out of California, and your number 1 11U team in the country, 4-time YNC national champions.
There it is. Wraps it up, my brother. Top 10 teams from 6U to 14U. Print will come out. That entered for 2021 season. Clay will wrap it up. We have some good stuff for next week. We got some good announcements. But congratulations, man, to all the national champions, man. Once again, Clay, read off your national champions from 6U to 14U, brother.
6U to 14U. All right. So again, man, we gotta say congratulations to the 2021 YNC national champions. On 7U, you have RDU out of Georgia. On 8U, you have the Twin City Outlaws out of Georgia. On 9U, you have the CD Jaguars out of Georgia. On 10U, you have Rare Breeds out of Georgia. On 11U, you have RDU out of Georgia. On 12U, you have DEA out of Texas. On 13U, you have Congratulations, guys. Hell of a season. Can't wait to do it again next year.
Absolutely, man. Well, listen, we're not going to keep y'all up any more time than y'all have to. We know it's late. It's almost midnight on the East Coast. We'll see y'all next time, next Wednesday. Shout out to my homegirl who hung out with us this weekend over at the National Championships. Clay Sandra, shout out over there, assistant over there at AG.
Shout out to Sandra. She always come through and show the YNC love. Yeah.
Absolutely. Shout out to my man Curtis holding it down for the battle vibe. Shout out to my homeboy Chris, holding it down on the battle side as well. Man, for the whole Generation X team. Man, Panther was out there holding it down on the cameras, on the 1s and 2s. Josh, of course, on the Missouri vibe, came out there holding it down. Curly was doing his thing over there from the photographer to all type of craziness that wouldn't stop the entire weekend. Shout out to big man Harry at the gate, Clay.
Ooh, yeah.
YNC essentials of locking everything down.
Most definitely.
How important is Clay? I know you read
Joe, there's a lot of upset people here, man. There's a lot of upset people here.
What's upset about?
Upset people here,
Talking
man.
about Harry.
They ain't talking about Harry. They upset. They upset with the rankings, man.
What happened? What part, bro? They hot?
You got a lot of people upset because our final ranking has RDU over OG Ducks, But at the end of the day, you gotta understand, man. Like we've always said, the strength of what you play plays a lot of factors into it, And I think that a lot of teams, they'll hold on to what they've done in the preseason and understand that July does not have as much weight as December does.
Correct.
Correct.
So, but at the end of the day, I mean, those were always the conversations that said, "Hey, man, we want to have the best competition. We want to play the best competition." And even with particular coaches, all that conversation was had. Yeah, we want to play the best competition. So, at the end of the day, our eyes, is always going to be about the best competition. And that just doesn't mean from the beginning of the year, but most importantly at the end of the year. And brackets are meant for one thing, not to just say, hey, let me just get through some teams that really we never really heard of until championship game. No disrespect to any teams that that play, not just particularly in the 11 bracket, but that doesn't, in our eyes, qualify for a national championship run. So when you're beating teams 60 to 20, where's the competition level? We want to just see if you can overcome adversity and play those teams. And like we've seen, there's a lot of teams that started off flat in the beginning of the season. That there's some number one teams that didn't make number one. Again, we talked about this last year, Clay. Louisville Chargers started off super hot. They are not your national champs this year. Okay. SED was the number one ranked team in there. They are not your national champs this year at 10U. You know what I'm saying? 9U. Central DeKalb did not start off the number one team. Who did? They're not the number one 9-2. They're not the number one team this year. Okay? So then there were different teams. Of course, Twin City come out ranked number one, and then AU. So again, Prime was the number one ranked team at 7U. They're not your national champs. ABM was your number one ranked team. They are not your national champs. Out of 9 age groups, I just told you 6. That they weren't the number one ranked team. It all changed in the national championship. Why? There's different things that happen in the national championship run. Your level of competition. How could you recover? How wiggly are your legs? No one at the beginning of the season would have told you that Lauderhill Lions would have knocked off the Louisville Chargers. No one would have told you that Pearland Hurricanes, who started off 0-2 in the beginning of the season, would be playing for a national championship. So anybody who wants to say, hey man, I played you in July and August, and want to have that in the way, talk about we popped you in August, bro, I just showed you 7 of those brackets. That means nothing. So until people can realize national championships is just that, a national championship. I don't care if you won the SEC championship. If you don't come down on January 1st and play for a national championship, you'll just be going home with your SEC championship. So that goes on every level of football. Youth football, college football. If that was the case, does Alabama and Georgia need to play again? Alabama already beat Georgia in the SEC, so why play again? Oh, we already popped y'all. We good. We're not playing. We're not coming to the national championship. We beat y'all in this year. We're not coming. All right, don't come. Cool. And your number one team is, and let's go. With that, hey, AG, Clay can close out the show. I'm out. I don't know about the rest of y'all.
Yeah, you done set me up for failure. Now you want to jump off the shot.
Oh, man. But it is what it is, Coach. That's all I can tell you, Clay. I hope I made some type of sense.
Hey man, listen. Until next year, Jonah, we'll be the 2 most hated guys in youth football.
I'll see you at Battle Miami, fam.
All right, fam.
All right, no doubt. And we out.
Later.
Told me, nigga, if a woman like you, boy, if a woman really like you, it ain't nothing in this world she won't do for you. And I said, well, shit, grandma, how you know if a woman really like you? She say she'll give you her money. Boy, if a woman gonna give you her money, nigga, say it, y'all, say it. Now you see why you got to get her money. And sometimes you can't get no money from her. Nigga, cause you like the bitch way more than the bitch like you, nigga. And you say, boy, I'm gonna hurt you niggas feelings, nigga. Cause one thing about it, you nigga grew up under your mamas ain't give you no game, nigga. You nigga just run out the house with your pants down, nigga, with your dirty drawers, and you went and got with that woman, and that woman cleaned you niggas up. That woman help your motherfucking credit get right. That woman help you get up on your feet. That woman shows you how to get them bumps. them hair bumps from the back of your head. She showed you how to get them cleared up. The bitch showed you how to go down there, nigga, and get your teeth fit. Now here it is, a lot of you niggas, the woman done dust you niggas off, done made you niggas better, man. And here it is, you niggas run back down off that motherfucking slum and ghetto, just done run off on the woman. You can't imagine, nigga, how many women send me them strawberry letters in my motherfucking inbox, talking about some low down dirty nigga. She done